they would always come back and ask, okay, so if we know all this, why do we still have this disease? Okay, so if the immune system can play a role in blocking cancer from growing, why doesn't everyone be free of cancer? Why do some people have cancer and why not others? So I'm working with glioblastoma, that's a brain cancer, and the problem with brain cancer, especially glioblastoma, is that it hardly has any treatments that work well, and the survival rates are pretty low still. So we're hoping with this strategy we can come up with probably targets, or probably identify something that's different from other animal studies or cell culture studies. That's the hope. And the idea is we're going to take patient tumors and create very thin slices out of them. And the idea is that if we can keep the tumor tissue intact, we have everything that encompasses the tumor. So it can be changes in immune system cells, it can probably be certain proteins, molecules that are present around the tumor, and keep them intact, and then treat them with the drugs that we use in clinics and see how it changes from different regions of the tumor. So if the location makes a difference, maybe that's what happens in an actual patient, that probably the outside of the tumor responds, or probably 100 micrometers into it responds, whereas the core of the tumor is not responding. So we are hoping by doing something like this, by creating the slices and keeping a track of the location and looking for changes, we can identify where the response is the most, and if there is least response, what are the factors that are responsible for this. So I mean, like they say, like, okay, tomatoes grown in one region may not be the same as the other. It's the soil, it's the water, it's the fertilizers they use, everything inherent to the environment. So when a patient gets detected by a cancer, it's and they get classified into a specific subtype. It's also what have they been putting into their body, what have they been doing throughout their life. That also makes a difference in how they're going to respond. I think it's that simple a question. We have so many things that happen in our body. There's enough backup mechanisms for everything that goes wrong in our body. So a large population of us don't get afflicted by anything, whereas some of us, I don't know, one thing goes wrong. It could be out of the million things that go right that puts us on the path of the disease. So it's fascinating to be able to play some role in understanding it, help people out. I guess that's the only passion I have got.